Hi, viewers. We are looking for Salesforce Business Analyst certifications preparation. And today topic is in the customer discovery, how we can do for the analyze the customers in Salesforce environment to identify the opportunities and constraints. In this topic, so we are going to cover for some of the tools used to analyze the Salesforce arc for reducing security risk. Some of the tools that are discussed in this sections are security health check and Salesforce Optimizer. Health checks gives a visibility into an org security settings and allows identifying and fixing the vulnerability in security settings. Salesforce optimizers analyze the org and provide insight recommendation and action related to maintenance, productivity, and adaptations. These topics also explain the use of an entity relationship diagram in Salesforce and its role in visualizing the objects, field, and relationship in the data model. Mm, as for analyzing the Salesforce environment, first we need to do for the health check. So security health check provides the visibility into an org security settings and allows identifying and fixing the vulnerability in the org security setting. Org impact analyzing import report. Im- im- Impact analysis report shows how specific changes in the company's metadata can affect others org metadata and configurations. Salesforce Optimizer is a tool that analyzes the org and provide insight recommendations and actions related to maintenance, productivity, and adaptations. Entity relationship diagram. An entity relationship diagram can be created to help stakeholders visualize the object, field, and relationship that should be part of a data model in Salesforce. Health check. The security health check screen provides a summary score as well as categories security risk into high, medium, low, and informations categories. Vulnerability. Security health check help in identifying and fixing potential vulnerability in security settings such as session setting, password policies, certificates, and key management, and file upload and download security setting. And the location health check can be found by navigating to health check in setups. I can show you in Salesforce how we can go for the health check. So we are going to in a setup. Here we need to type health check. Yeah, this is my developer org. So look like mine is a very good condition. So 73% is good, and it is if there is a green, that means we are good in that. So the warning is it's a little bit warning, and then those three, it's a critical, we need to look into that. So in your org, if you see anything is critical, if you check what is that, and then you can um if you check, that would be good. So for example, I can check for the first one. So enable click jack protection for customer visual force page with the standard header. So you can edit for this. Mm, oh, what they're saying is enable click jack protection for customer visual force page with the standard header. Need to check where is the visual force. Enable click check protection for customer visual force page with the standard header. This is the one they're asking. If I enable this, that means it's more security. So I'm enabling this and I'm gonna save it. Yeah, so for in my case, this is the developer org, so I'm doing it. If you are doing in your company org, so you have to uh, check and is this enablement is good for your org or not? What is the impact? And you do some research on that. After that, you have to do this process. And then the next one is, yeah, this is how we have to do for the health check. And summary score. A summary score is calculated using a pro priority formula and shows how an org measures against a security baseline, such as a Salesforce baseline standard. Up to 5 custom baseline can be uploaded and used for comparison. Lower score. Lower score indicate setting at a higher risk or further away from the recommended value. Setting that meet or exceed the baseline increase the score, and setting that are at, at risk lower the score. Typically, changing the setting to be less restrictive decreases the score. So in this health check, in addition to score, a grade is also provided to more easily access the org overall security status. The grade correspond to the following score percentage. So if it's a 90% and above, that means it's excellent, and 80 to 89% very good. Now 70 to 79 is good. 55 to 69 is poor, and below 54% is very poor. So we have to make sure it's supposed to be at least 70 to 79% is good. So health check, the security health check screen is located in setup. So this is what we see. So 75% is good, and then a summary score is displayed with the grade, and and the actual and recommended values are shown for each settings. So this is the value. Um, so what we have to do is, or what, and then this is the standard value, and what we did it. So this is supposed to be, if it's enabled, that should be good, but if we disabled, so that's why we are getting poor. So they are asking for we have to be enabled. And then certain security settings can be fixed automatically. So some of the settings, we Salesforce can automatically fix it. We can do here. I can show you. So you see here. So I can click for the fix risk, and then if I click the flips, so this is my developer arc, so I don't have to worry about anything. So I'm gonna do all the settings. I'm gonna do the change setting. So it's asking, are you sure? I'm saying yes, I'm sure. You can start. So if you see now, it's moved to 100%. So now right now my health check is excellent. But uh, in your company org, if you are gonna do that, so you have to make sure, is it you have to read all each individual settings, and this is applicable for your org, and better you can discuss with your team and get an approval from the product manager. After that, you have to do the settings. Up to 5 custom baseline can be uploaded and used instance of the Salesforce baseline standard. So this is the baseline control, and there is a export baseline, import baseline. So we can do some settings here also. So health check risk categories and recommended actions. The health check screen contains information about the evaluated security settings as well as recommended action. The Salesforce baseline standard recommends 4 categories of security setting. High risk, such as the expired certificate count, medium risk, such as the minimum password length, low risk, such as the password questions requirement, and informational, such as the number of days until certificate expiration. So I So there is we saw, right? There is a line if it's between 70 to 75, we are okay. And but if it's below 55, it's very poor. So we have to fix that risk. So those kind of information. Health check risk categories and recommended action. The health check screen contains information about the recommended remediation. So immediate remediation. Salesforce recommend the remediation of a high risk immediately if the score is 0% to 33%. So if it's the percentage is between 0 to 33, we need to take it immediately. Short-term recommendations. If the score is 34% to 66%, high risk should be remediated in the short term, and medium risk should be remediated in the long term. Periodic review. If the score is 67% to 100, health check should be reviewed periodically to recommend the risk. Next, we can see for Salesforce Optimizer. Salesforce Optimizer is analyze the arc and provide insight, recommendation, and action related to maintenance, productivity, and adaptation. Efficient maintenance. Um, the tool provides concrete action, best practice, and resource based on analyzed data, keep the org secure and up to date, and to ensure that the system is healthy from the user and business perspective. The debt reduction, technical debt due to suboptimal solution or legacy system dependencies, for example, which becomes business that can be identified in a timely manner and handled properly. Increased productivity. Unused dashboard and reports, cluttered page layout, unassigned roles, profile, and permission set, and other poor customization can be identified in order to improve productivity for both admin and users. User adoption. The tool report features that are not used or underperforming and provide a recommendation to drive usage or increase adoption by maximizing Salesforce capabilities that benefits the business. Enabling Salesforce optimizers. Some of the organizations, they want to enable the optimizers, but it's better we have to enable the optimizer and then follow up. So Salesforce optimizer can be enabled and run on the optimizer page in setup. Organizer can also run automatically or on scheduled basic. So I can show you how we can do that. This is the optimizer. Analyze your implementation to find ways to simplify customizations and drive future adoption. Consider running Salesforce Optimizer as part of your monthly maintenance before installing a new app, before each Salesforce release, or at least once a quarter. Salesforce Optimizer app. The Salesforce Optimizer app analyzes features in an interactive and actionable format, allow access to enable the Salesforce Optimizer app. These steps to require to use the app, decide if the app should automatically run and update. Pro tip, you can always open Salesforce Optimizer from the app launcher. Join the community. There is a community group for Optimizer, so I can click allow access. Mm. So I'm running the optimizer now. Let's see, we can see what is the result will come. So Salesforce Optimizer report if a user hasn't logged in lately and provide a recommendation. So since that's my developer org, I won't use that much. So I don't know how my report is going to coming. So mostly if you are using regularly, so yeah, you can get the better result. Report section, let's see if did we get the result. Not yet, it still is running. So once it's come, I can show you. Report section. So Salesforce Optimizer analyze the org across different sections and then generate a report and a recommendation. Some of the sections that are scanned and reported are described below. Storage, data and file storage usage and limits, and dashboard reports, unused dashboards or reports, field usage, customs field, status, page layout field, validation rules, inactive rules, active validation rules and limits, custom code, API version, hard coded, URLs in Apex, etc. User management, logins, profile, usage, role assignment, etc. Page layout, unassigned page layout per object, future usage, chatter, files, path, omnichannels, etc. So those are all the things we can farm. We will get the reports in the Salesforce optimizers. So storage field, dashboard, reports, validation rule, user management, customs code, page layout, and then future usage also. It's still running, I think. Report results. Salesforce Optimizer use the same structure to present data in each analyzed report, regardless of the sections where a report is categorized. What was found? It presents its finding and specific for examples of what types of action is needed and whether it requires immediate attention. What to do. It recommends the action to perform based on the findings as well as a general time estimate of how long the recommended action will take to complete. Learn more. To optimize list of reading resource are provided that are relevant to both the result and recommendation suggested by the tool. Example scenario. So with the data provided by Salesforce Optimizer, it can be used in the example scenarios below. Proactive maintenance. The report indicated that 85% of the total data storage is already used. So data archiving or visualization can then be planned and implemented. Customization cleanup. The report indicates that there are so many unassigned role profile and permission set. This configuration can then be removed to avoid clutter and reduce the configuration complexity in the arc. Improve productivity. The report indicates that the path features is not being used. So sales users can then be trained how to use path and take advantage of its capabilities. Entity relationship diagram. An entity relationship diagram makes use of different symbols and connector to visualize the major data entities within a particular system and the interrelationship among these entities. Schema builder. Schema builder can be used to understand the relationship among various objects in Salesforce. ERD. The entity relationship diagram can be created to help stakeholders visualize the object, field, and a relationship that should be part of the data model in Salesforce. Entity relationship diagram example. This example entity relationship diagram for schema builder. I can show you in Salesforce how we can look into that. This is still running. So this is the schema builder. So we can see here how um, the objects are related to each other. So for example, I can clear all now. So we want to see account. Um, what else? Maybe we can go for case. So we want to check those two records. Mhm. Here. Okay. So this is the account and this is the case. So the account name is the account name is the relationship here for both of the both of the objects. And I think there is something else here. Parent case. Yeah. So last modified by, created by. So here is the last modify and then created by. Yeah, so this is how you can look in for any object, whatever objects you wanna see here, you can look into that schema fill builder. Org impact analysis report. Impact analysis report shows how specific changes in the company metadata can affect other org metadata and configuration. Third-party apps. Salesforce does not provide these types of service or features, but there are third-party apps from the App Exchange that can be used for org impact analysis, change analysis, or org discovery. Analysis passes. Org impact analysis is a part of the analysis pass of the implementation life cycles, and it should be completed before making any changes in the org. We can see some scenario. For example, Cosmic Innovation would like to ensure that its Salesforce account is safe and that it flows the best security practice recommended by Salesforce. The account admin runs the health check and see that the result shows score of 56%, which translate to a poor health score. What steps are necessary to correct this issue? Um, First, the solution. The team should prioritize fixing all items in the high risk security setting tab to remove any vulnerability to their account. Once the key settings are updated, the team should address the medium and low risk. All settings can be modified directly from the health check page in Salesforce setups. The team should also decide whether to perform health check regularly, for example, every quarter to keep a pulse on the account health score and address all concern immediately upon discovery. These are all the link for the resource, and thank you for focus on forces. So and you if you can find more resource in this link. Thank you for watching and